Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I bring you an in-depth look into a story that has captivated audiences for years, the remarkable connection between Elçin Sangu and Barış Arduç. If you enjoy this type of content, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and support the channel further by clicking the join button down below. Let's dive right into it. From the very first moment Elçin Sangu and Barış Arduç appeared together on screen in Kiralık Aşk, audiences immediately recognized that something special was happening. It wasn't just about dialogue, plotlines, or clever direction. Their chemistry seemed to rise above the mechanics of television and turn every glance, every pause, and every shared smile into something unforgettable. That natural magnetism didn't simply fade once the series ended, it continued to echo throughout interviews, live appearances, and even in casual encounters caught by the cameras. The most recent spark that reignited speculation came not from a staged event or a scripted reunion, but from a quiet and unexpected moment. It happened during a private industry gathering, far from the dazzling red carpets. A short, grainy video clip, filmed on someone's phone, spread across the internet like wildfire. In it, Elçin, dressed in a sleek minimalist gown, crosses paths with Barış, who was engaged in light conversation with colleagues. What followed was brief, almost ordinary. She leaned in with a gentle smile, he said something that made her laugh, and for a split second, his composure slipped. His gaze fixed on her longer than anyone anticipated, his expression softening before he caught himself and looked away. For casual viewers, it was nothing more than a polite interaction. But for fans who had followed their journey since Kiralık Aşk, it was a reminder of the very essence that made their partnership legendary. Social media lit up immediately. Within hours, fans dissected every detail, the way she tilted her head, the moment his hand adjusted the cuff of his sleeve, the silence that stretched between their words. People combined these images with clips from their series, creating montages that flooded TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. And yet, what made this moment so powerful was not its clarity, but its ambiguity. Neither Elçin nor Barış addressed the speculation. Their teams stayed silent. There was no confirmation, no denial, not even a playful comment to fuel the gossip. That silence allowed the moment to grow bigger than itself, turning into a canvas for fans to project their own interpretations. Was it nostalgia? Was it a hint at a future collaboration? Or was it simply two professionals sharing a genuine second of connection, magnified by the hunger of the audience? To understand why this small incident caused such a stir, one must look back at the trajectory of their careers together. When Kiralık Aşk premiered, few expected it to become the cultural phenomenon it eventually was. The show's plot may have been entertaining, but what truly held it together was the electric bond between Elçin and Barış. Viewers weren't just watching characters, they felt they were witnessing a real emotional connection unfolding on screen. That blend of authenticity and restraint became the signature of their collaboration. Outside the set, both actors maintained careful control over their public images. Neither indulged heavily in sensational tabloid headlines, nor did they allow their private lives to become open books. They balanced visibility with mystery, allowing fans just enough to remain engaged, but never enough to unravel every layer. And perhaps it is precisely this balance that makes every small unscripted moment, like the one at that cocktail party, feel so valuable. Behind the scenes, colleagues often remark on how deeply they respect each other's craft. Directors have noted that their performances improve when they share a scene. Lighting technicians and camera operators have confessed that even unplanned takes between them radiate something unique, something difficult to replicate with other pairings. Their ability to listen, to react authentically, and to give space to one another creates the illusion of intimacy without crossing professional boundaries. Still, fans long for more. Every time their names appear together in an article or their faces coincide in a campaign, conversations flare up again. Could they work together on another project? Could they reignite the spark that once dominated primetime television? Each rumor, whether grounded in truth or not, spreads like wildfire because audiences refuse to let go of that magical narrative. And perhaps that is what makes this story so fascinating. It's not just about what happened in that recent video clip. It's about the collective memory of millions who still hold on to the magic they created years ago. The internet has become a stage where people replay, reframe, and reinterpret their history. Nostalgic edits circulate daily, showing Elçin's fiery presence paired with Barış's grounded intensity. It's not just about recalling the past, it's about keeping alive the possibility that one day, the two might reunite on screen. Of course, it's also important to remember that these are two professionals navigating an industry filled with expectations, rumors, and constant scrutiny. Their silence may not hide a secret romance, it may simply reflect their commitment to protecting their private lives. Still, audiences cannot help but wonder, when a laugh stops a man in his tracks, when a fleeting glance feels like a whole conversation, can it really be dismissed as nothing more than coincidence? The domino effect of this moment says as much about us as it does about them. We, the audience, are trained to search for meaning in silences, to build stories out of micro-expressions, and to hold on to fictional love as if it were real. In doing so, we blur the lines between art and life, between character and actor. And yet, this blurring is what gives rise to legends. Elçin Sangu, with her commanding presence and graceful elegance, remains one of the most captivating figures in Turkish television. Barış Arduç, with his calm confidence and understated strength, continues to captivate audiences in his own right. Together, they represent something larger than themselves, the hope that love stories, whether fictional or real, can transcend the screen and linger in our imagination. So where does this leave us? Not with answers, not with declarations, but with a powerful reminder. Sometimes a second of authenticity, captured by chance, is enough to revive years of fascination. A laugh, a pause, a look, it's all it takes to remind us why we still care. And now I want to hear from you. Do you think that brief interaction was just a coincidence, or was it something more? Would you like to see Elçin and Barış work together again in a new project? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe for more stories like this, and if you'd like to support the channel even further, hit the join button. Thank you so much for watching. Until the next video, take care, and goodbye.